What's happening, everybody?
Hello, hello, hello from Maryland.
We are live from Maryland, from the hotel room in Maryland.
I cannot get away from crazy hair. It was straight earlier, and now look at this shit.
How's it sound? Sound all right? Nooners, what's happening, Bill? What's happening, Julia? Yeah, we got here last night. Everything was good.
Evening.
Yesterday afternoon, evening, something like that. Everything was
starving
good.
To death, but that's a whole other story we'll talk
Talk
about
that in a little
shortly.
bit.
Can you guys hear me okay, or am I too far from the mic?
You should be just fine. Is everybody good?
It's kind of awkward.
She's sitting on pillows.
Shitting on
pillows.
pillows. Because it's what do you call these things? Like they have them in psychiatrists' office, so you can lay back and
have a love seat.
But then the Egyptian goddesses used to sit in them as well.
Yeah, we're gonna do it all, man. It's been a fun fucking 24 or 48.
24.
36. We left yesterday morning at what time?
Oh, good gravy.
What time did we leave the house?
9:15 was our flight.
But we left at like 7-ish.
No, we were supposed to leave the house at 7-ish, and we left at 7:50.
The lighting kind of sucks in here, so we're doing what we can.
Montana. I mean, it's
Chase Lounge. That's what that is.
On the road trip, it is what it is. I mean, I think we look pretty phenomenal for not having really much equipment. Crazy hair. You're bald. We've been drinking already.
Beth, we got some stories already, so we got some good ones, dude. Yeah, guys. Hey, hope you guys are all doing good. Welcome to the Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I am Greg, and that is Beth. So we are in. No, we're not in Sykesville.
We are in Owings Mills.
Owing Mills.
Owing Mills, Maryland.
Yeah, this is the.
I mean, I thought there were small towns in Texas.
It's a pretty small town.
Shit to like all the small towns that are around us right now.
Yeah, it's
like you drive through one stoplight, you're like in Edinburgh, and you drive through another one, you're in Sykesville. Another one.
Sykesville's a cool little town. It's like just down the road. We'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes. So,
I do have to comment though. I should probably turn down the AC because I'm already getting hot.
Turn it down. It's right there.
We got in the room and it was 62 degrees in this motherfucking room.
And I didn't bring a goddamn long sleeve.
And we still haven't gotten you one.
Sorry, we're making do with what we got here. We rearranged all the furniture in the room. It's hilarious. So we brought the Rodecaster. We're using the cameras. Not obviously, it's just a webcam, but it works. Quit hitting the table. You're messing with the webcam. The webcam is currently sitting on an empty White Claw box. So just so you guys know the setup for all of this. But we do have whiskey and some gin. We're not going to taste the gin, but we did have it earlier, and we'll get through that stuff. So first and foremost, go check us out on The Bar is Open on Beth and Greg. On
Bar is Open with Beth and Greg on Instagram.
Only list what, like
Facebook,
160 fucking times.
You have a hard time with repetitive stuff. I mean, you might be autistic.
So find us on Facebook and Instagram and iTunes and Amazon and Facebook. I already said that one. Whatever. Find us on all the fucking places.
You can fucking find us. You know where.
If you Google it, it'll just come up. So it's all good. You guys, hope you're having a great Friday. It's Friday afternoon. It is
almost 5.
Almost 5 here.
Quarter till.
Yeah, it's good. Let's jump into this shit, man.
Oh, so hold on, Bill. I have to say last night's show was really fun.
Yeah. So
good job, brother.
Shout out to the ladies night. That was an awesome show. It was fun as shit. Bill, you killed it.
You did.
All the ladies killed it. It was great. It really was. It was fun as shit to listen into.
We were watching it at a bar
we were at a bar.
A sports
bar.
Yeah.
And we were watching it and we both had it up, and I swear everybody was like, what the fuck are those people doing?
Because then we'd crack up at something and then we'd be like turning it up and putting it to our ears. And
yeah, because it was pretty loud, but it was fun. You guys, you're doing great, dude.
You did awesome.
Yeah, had, I think somewhat like 30 people like live at one
41.
Point. You had, 41?
41, I think is what I saw.
Holy shit, dude. You're crushing. So that's great. It's awesome. So good job, man. Excellent. All right. Again, we're here for the Daleske.
Holly did awesome last night.
All the ladies.
All the beautiful ladies. Oh, you guys look so good. I was like, I need to be friends.
We can't get away from the flies.
I swear to God, we brought them with us.
There's another one over here.
I just said, I need to be friends with all these women, like in person. So I need trips, babe. I need trips, not tricks. I'm not a hooker.
I thought you said tricks. I'm like, what the fuck? It's all good. So what do we got on the agenda for tonight,
GT's here on too. Well, as of right now, nothing. But isn't that how we normally roll and kind of make it up as we go?
Yeah,
that's like the Montana theme. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Let's go find it.
All right.
We left today. We did really good for you. You were out of bed and up by 10 a.m.
For me, that's pretty good.
Which is
on a vacation week. Yeah. So let's start at the top from yesterday.
Oh my God, I was going to murder you.
So I hate
morning.
mornings, and we did the show
and I
Wednesday.
Think on Wednesday, I said the
night.
hardest part about being married to you is when we're traveling and there's a time frame getting you out of bed.
I'm not a real adult.
I wasn't exaggerating when I said it is literally hell on earth.
I'm not an adult.
So I got up at 6. I think I got out of bed at 6:15 and immediately started making you wake up. Made your alarm go off and all of that stuff. And 45 minutes later, we were supposed to be dropping off the dogs and you were just getting out of bed.
We got it done.
We got to the airport with 15 minutes to spare before they started boarding A's, and we were in the A group.
And which means we had 15 minutes for you to go buy some water.
Negative. I had to go get in line, bitch.
And coffee.
Your lateness is not my responsibility.
Okay, so what's the trickle-down effect about this?
No,
because
I'm not the
you
bottom.
didn't want to go get coffee.
I'm not the bottom. You're
water.
the bottom. I trickle down
mean?
to you. You don't trickle down to me. I'm older.
I don't think you understand what a bottom is.
I do understand what a bottom is. I just made you the bitch.
I hate my life. Quit shaking the table. It's all the control I have.
Laugh like Santa Claus sometimes. I can't help it. So anyway, so we get there. We literally walk up to the gate and they're like, A group, please get in line. I was like, well,
we're A60, like the fucking convenience store is across. And I'm like, you called me over. You're like, I'm over here. I'm like,
well, you could have said, I'm going to go get us some stuff.
You didn't say I didn't get any fucking thing.
No,
So we get on the plane.
Anyways, we love each other most of the time. When we travel, we hate each other.
No, she hates me, and I just roll with it. I'm like, whatever, I'm here.
Because the
plane isn't gonna fucking take off.
Blame everybody else for your errors.
I don't have errors. Small fucking room for a couple days.
I can beat you up.
Ghosts.
They followed us from that fucking distillery place.
Talk about that in a minute. We'll show that shirt again. But no, so we get on the plane, right? And it's funny because we didn't get anything to drink. And then we had a connection to Houston.
So we didn't get anything to drink or eat. And normally we try to get snacks so you can take your mask off.
And the San Antonio airport sucks. Yeah. And there's literally, there's like nothing except for one bar.
Well, because it's all under construction for some reason.
For the past 20 fucking years.
Yeah, that's it. You should have asked to put it on the bar TV. Oh, yeah, we should have. But there was football.
Anyway, so we get on there. By the time we fucking get to Houston, we didn't just deplane.
Well, we didn't get to deplane.
So there
was no beverage serving because it was such a short flight from San Antonio to Houston.
Land there, and then we get Houston.
And because it was such a short layover, we couldn't deplane.
No water.
No water, no nothing. They finally
put a mask on when you've had like coffee. Like I had coffee before.
Right.
And then I was like, what the fuck?
So it was really the flight attendants were really funny because they come through with the water, the coffee, whatever, and the one snack,
extra snacks.
And she was like, "Would you like another?" I was like, "I have not eaten all day. Can you give me 3 extra ones, please?" And I didn't ask for 3. I wanted to, but I practiced some self-control.
Yeah.
So we literally had Chex Mix for
till like
5 o'clock, a 10-hour day.
Yeah, it was awesome. Fasting. Basically,
that's what I said. I go, well, there's my intermittent fasting requirements.
Didn't have to go to the bathroom all day, so that's good.
Yeah,
because there was nothing in there.
Nothing to process.
It was good though. But so flight Maryland, I haven't been out this part of Maryland ever in my life. I've driven through Maryland a bunch, like family road trips and stuff like that. But it's beautiful out here. It's literally
it's like the trees are already turning colors and like.
So many lakes and rivers.
I'm pretty sure 50% of all the houses are haunted because they're old AF.
They are. There's so many.
They're so old. Like we saw one today. It's gorgeous for how dilapidated. Is that a word? Dilapidated.
Yeah.
It needs a lot of work, but somebody should buy that bad boy and fix it up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Before they fall through the floorboards.
There's some really cool places out here. So
let's talk a little bit about Wednesday's storm.
Oh, geez. The storm that knocked us off the air,
and kept our internet down for probably
even through
45
yesterday.
Minutes.
Talked to Ian, my neighbor, and he said, yeah, it was fucked up all day yesterday, off and on.
We lost power,
for
like 3 minutes, but still, we had to go.
But it was enough to kick everything.
We had to start the oven over. We had to reset clogs.
That's pretty good. She sets a timer on the oven. Delayed start. So she puts the food in, and when we get done, the fucking food's ready. So. technology.
I can't believe I
Of
never knew
tech.
that. I've lived in this house for 3 years. And
But
I
yeah,
just
it was
figured out, like,
interesting.
6
So
months ago.
we didn't know, like, at first, like we were on the air and I was like, oh shit, it's still not going. It's
we
like
figured out when
frozen.
my iPad started clocking. I was
Yep.
like, we've lost internet.
Yeah.
But we tried to keep going, but the lightning and thunder was
and
getting
it kept flickering
really
on us.
bad. So
Yeah.
we were like, all right,
We're gonna kill
cut it
that
short.
show. So we've got some stories tonight that are recaps or follow. Not just follow.
They're
stories.
flow over.
Yeah.
I don't even know
So-
if that's a real word, but I just made it.
Yeah.
Flow over.
So we had some stories ahead of other.
We did. We were
groups.
laughing because that's what we do when we're on road trips. We listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And all these podcasts we're listening to, I'm like, we had that story. We already had that story. We had that story. We've already told that story. I was like, damn, we're good. It's my journalism
good.
major coming
Yeah, look at
in,
that. Yeah.
finally using it.
It's all good. So let's jump into first.
So let's talk about iPad Gate.
No,
First.
iPad. Or you want to do iPad Gate?
So you guys, I am very careless with my iPad. I got a screen protector, but I did not get a
Case for it.
case for it because, I mean, who wants that? So I've already cracked it. However, without knowing this table that you got, well, you can see it. It's very wonky, and I put it on
It's
there
broke as
last night.
shit.
And I came out from the restroom after brushing my teeth and washing my face. I'm like, why the hell's my iPad on the ground? I don't know if you guys can see
Oh, you can see that. That thing is fucking shattered.
that happened last night. Try reading off that.
Does it cut your finger? Can you
I have
feel
to be
it?
very careful. No, you can feel it. Be careful. You can totally feel it. So I have to like scroll from like down here.
No, she's not getting a new one.
I don't need anyone. But I do have to pay like $200 now to get the screen repaired. And I'm going to be without it for like 24 to 48 hours.
Oh, first world
I have
problems.
to read off my book to ignore you.
Like an actual book?
I mean, my phone. No, I don't do books.
Why?
But I was like, what the hell? We didn't realize what the cause of it was because Greg was like, well, how'd you do that? What'd you do? I was like, I swear it was on there. I came out of the bathroom. It was down. I put my drink on this table and all of a sudden it started to fly down. I was like,
That table
holy
busted.
shit.
I tried to fix it a few minutes ago. No, so High and Angry said, did it make the whap noise when it hit the ground? I don't think she heard it hit the
No,
ground.
I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Broke ass.
I mean,
shit.
I'd already dropped it once, so it had a line. This drop caused several fissures. It's bad.
Fissures. It's not a thing with your butthole. Anyway. What? So tonight's
Oh.
whiskey, we went to this distillery we'll talk about in a couple minutes.
Hoping.
Well, they
To get-
normally have bourbon and all these other things, but we weren't able to get some, but we got some other stuff. We'll talk about that in a minute. But last night, just in case we were going to do a hotel room.
Because the other thing we found out last night, they do not sell beer at convenience stores in Maryland.
You have to go to a liquor store.
You have to go. But I just met her. I don't want to.
We had shit. We had 4 minutes to make it from the convenience store across the street and
to the
made it.
liquor store.
We got liquor. So I bought this fancy Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. We've had this before. Do you remember when?
In Phoenix?
When we went and backpacked Havasupai Falls.
That's why. Okay, because I know I was
We
like,
brought
I
a
think
fifth
I
of
like
this,
it.
and between 4 of us, we drank a fifth over 2 nights. Remember that?
I mean,
That was a fun fucking trip.
that trip was
Sam
fun,
Puff.
but we were exhausted by the end of every day when we sat down to have beverages because we literally
Because you
hiked
you can't backpack all your beers
no,
in
but
there.
when every day we hiked like 10 miles.
And then we would just have whiskey. And we drank a bottle of whiskey and
No.
a bottle of vodka.
I brought bottle of gin because I had the gin with the squirty stuff you can put in water.
Yeah.
I don't need that much. Good
Fine.
gravy. Okay, that one's mine.
2 drink. Now you get a little bit of this. It's literally 2 drinks.
Well,
It's
I'm worried.
It's a honey whiskey. It's the easiest drinking shit ever. All right. So this is Best Whiskey Review. I can already smell it.
I don't want to smell it because that makes me scared.
Oh, it's not bad. Everybody's had fucking Tennessee honey whiskey.
It doesn't smell bad.
No, you drank a bottle of it.
I don't know if
Oh,
I
maybe not a bottle,
bottle
but
of
like
it.
a half a bottle. All right, you ready? Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
We haven't done a cheers yet today.
Nope. Cheap shit. It'll get you fucked up.
But it's so sweet.
It's sweet. Whew. That is not whiskey.
I'm not scared of it. Fucking nuts.
All right. So, what are you rating this one?
I need more than one sip. Hold on. It is very warm going down though.
It is.
We
it
have this
tastes
in the
like
fridge. Why is it so warm?
sugar.
Simple syrup is what exactly with a kick.
Yep. I'm saying
I mean, so if I think about this from a simple perspective
heat pass.
and not up there with like good whiskey,
No, this isn't a good whiskey.
this is
it's
better than that
whiskey.
fucking Japanese whiskey. And that was a $60 bottle. Disgusting.
Hey, Julia, I think you're on.
I'm gonna send it to you, Julia,
yeah.
because you will appreciate it. Because I know you said you like it. I would like to send it to somebody who
We'll just
will
come down
appreciate
and we'll just, or when we meet in Austin next time, we'll just bring it
it.
to you.
She can take it back.
Why do you have two of those bugs flying around you? What the fuck is happening around here?
Am I pig pen?
Just like
I took a shower.
What do you got, honey? Let's rate it. Out of the fancy hotel room cup.
So let's talk about this.
All right, let's talk about it.
My highest rating so far has been 3.4,
No, 4.4, 4.9 or something like that.
4.3. I'm gonna give this a 3.
A
Here's
dead
what
even 3?
A dead even 3. Because here's what I'm going. It's
All right.
cheap,
Yep. Keep it shit. Yeah.
so that brings
That thing
it
was
down.
like $4,
Right.
$3, something like
I don't have ice in it, so
that. Yeah. You know,
can't
but it was
really-
cold, so
It's
like
not really cold at all, though. It's room temperature. But
The
it
bottle's
is
still
because
cold.
it's inexpensive and tasty. I'm gonna go
A
3.
3. A 3. All right. I'm really wanting to know what like an 8 is.
So do I.
God damn.
We've had this conversation.
We need
I
to
know
get
a
some of
good
that.
pizza and a bad pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know
We're gonna have
whiskey.
to figure it out. So let's go to let's talk distillery.
So we
what was
saw
you said?
this.
It was a flat 3 is what you said. Finish that.
We saw this coming into. It's gonna fall
Oh,
off.
it'll
Maybe
fall
not because it's empty now.
So yeah, we were driving from Baltimore where we landed, go through
that was
some
a rough
really cool little towns and stuff like that, right? And then we get into kind of like very small towns off.
And we
of
really like that small town.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah, it reminds me of New Hampshire, like where I'm from, right? Like the
Right.
back road kind of shit.
Right.
It's cool.
That's very East Coast.
It's
feel
very
like.
East Coast,
and I
yeah.
feel like Texas is starting to get towns like that. Like they're rebuilding their older, like Lotus,
Trying to-
Fredericksburg, Bernie,
Yeah,
Green, all those places.
it's pretty cool. So what's up, Lloyd? How you doing, man? So we drove through a town called Sykesville.
Oh, is it
What?
only 35% alcohol?
I don't fucking know. It's not a lot though. Yeah, it's 35%. So 60. What is it? 60 proof or 70 proof? So
I ain't angry. I'm pretty impressed.
yeah, it's light. Like you
But,
can
I
drink
mean-
that shit and be
And I
fine.
still made a face. I'm such a wuss.
So go through Sykesville.
Can you guys hear the vacuum cleaner?
There's a
Can you-
great like building that we happened to drive by, and I posted it out on The Bar's Open, and I posted it on Instagram, and it's
Right.
a distillery.
It is a.
And we
used to
drove
be a
by it, we were like-
firehouse.
Well, we didn't know this.
Right.
We drove by it yesterday, and we are like, oh fuck, because I thought we were staying or right near there,
Right.
and we're like 12 miles away
Right.
from there in Owings Mills, whatever. But you don't have a relation, like and it's
Yeah,
all
we
back roads.
don't know
so it
what we
takes a
don't
while.
know,
Yeah, it's
you
all
know?
back roads. So we made a point to go back to this little cool little town near us, right? And that's what we did today. So we went to what the hell is the name of the distillery? It's on there. I can't remember the name of the distillery off the top of my head. Damn it. Patapsco Distillery. Talked to one of the owners.
Her and her husband
her
own it.
husband own the Patapsco Distillery.
Brainiacs. She's a chemist, and he was
They're
a
both chemists. I think she was a biologist, and she ran like some labs.
lab,
and
probably
then,
at some university or
and then
something.
got tired of doing that and was like, I need a break.
And her husband was like, "Why don't you run the distillery portion
Yeah.
of the distillery?"
So she did that. And then, but it was awesome because it was just the two of us, and they were talking with her for quite a while about the history of the
I asked my
building.
usual questions.
Yeah. And then another gentleman came in, and then a few other ladies came in, and it was fucking fun,
Fun.
shit. So we hung out there for almost 2
And
hours.
they did not, because we were hoping to try to do a pre-recorded whiskey tasting from there.
Yeah. So they do.
They
like,
do.
This is gin and
They
Beth,
do bourbon.
and it's really smooth. But
Ugh.
they do like
So good.
a single malt, double
They did
malt.
single malt. No, they didn't do double. They single malt and bourbon.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
They don't do Scotch because it's not made in Scotland.
Scotland, which that
She gave
answers
us the
so
whole
many questions. But because of the pandemic, they stopped making bourbon.
And they switched over to make
hand
sanitizer.
They made hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
It's in our
somewhere
bag.
else.
They're just now starting to, but it takes at minimum 22 months of sitting in the barrel.
Yeah, they do
for their
small
bourbon.
barrels.
So
also.
it goes faster.
So
So
it-
instead of 5 years, it does it in like 2 years.
Yeah. It was great.
I learned
it was
a lot
awesome.
today.
Yeah, it was awesome. The building is haunted.
And we tasted the
Well, that's what we got, a single malt.
malt,
that's
but it
what we
was,
got.
I mean, it was good, but it was a little too stout for me. Like, I didn't
fine.
want to do that as my tasting because I'd have been making ugly faces the whole time.
Yeah, so we had
Old fashioned.
old fashions. There's literally somebody vacuuming in the hallway right now.
I know, but my usual question was like,
Is it haunted?
is it haunted? Is
The
your
fucking
building
building's
haunted?
haunted.
And she proceeded to tell us like crazy stories that have
crazy. It was
I
just
mean,
like the
okay,
chairs
but
dragging
no,
across the
hearing people upstairs when there's nobody upstairs.
walking, her
I mean,
husband getting poked while he's
that's
working.
crazy. And then the door. So they have where the bar is, right? So they have this glass wall,
separates to
and they have
the
this door that
distillery.
flips open.
Yeah.
And she was saying at the time the door was closed.
No, it was open.
No,
and it's
it was
metal
closed.
on metal.
It was closed. That's
that
what
what
she
it
was
was?
saying. It was closed, and she said, and we were talking to somebody else who had asked if it was haunted. And she's like, but nothing has happened in a while. And that's when she heard the metal on metal scraping of the door being pushed open. And she said, it's not a light door, and you definitely have to shove it because that metal on metal. And she was like, all of us just kind of looked at it and was like, well, let's change the subject. So I immediately said, you're not allowed to follow me home.
Great place though. They start.
You're
ghost
not allowed to
tours
follow me home. They
from
do
the
ghost tours.
upstairs.
He does also
and
seances.
shit. I don't know about that, man.
I wouldn't
That's
know
some-
because
that's
if you watch like
Zach Baggins shit right there.
or
You don't-
anybody who ghost hunts or like seances bring things to you.
and then she's like, it smells like shit in here. Right? She didn't say that. She didn't use those words. She was a much more refined
more,
person
yeah.
than I am. But she's like, it smelled funny, and it was because the guy was saging
upstairs to get rid of bad energy,
just in case. So
And he walked in.
yeah, the cool thing
He's
about
like
it,
25 years old.
he and his wife, I think you said.
I said him and his wife, they both used to have jobs, and he started doing this and started doing so well that he quit his job.
It's the coolest.
And then his
little
wife
town, too.
started helping him and doing so well that she quit her job. So this is their full-time gig.
So
and I don't think you just have to live for October if it's
No,
really
year round.
good.
The
We
building was
so wanted to do their
built
tour.
in 1830. So that fucking building, it was a firehouse before. It was a couple of other things. I can't remember what she said exactly. But
And from a business perspective, to allow somebody to come in and say, let's do a ghost tour, because you get people in the door. They're
have
going
a
to buy a
drink or
drink.
two.
You're going to start them off upstairs. They're probably going to have another drink before they go upstairs.
Goddamn
They're going
right.
to do their haunt, and they're going to come back and
Right.
end with a drink. And so it's pretty
So if
fucking
you're ever
brilliant.
in Sykesville, Maryland, for some random reason, it is a beautiful. We walked up and down.
Yeah,
it's a very
bought
quick
some
walk.
local shit
Yeah, it's a very quick walk, but it's just
with a broken toe even.
It's a cool little town. so.
It's very quaint.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What they need is a bed and breakfast downtown.
I bet you they have some.
Maybe.
I bet you they do. Guarantee they fucking do. That is.
I love
This is
little
a
towns
town
like
that
that.
has that.
And so we walk in this home furnishing. What would you call that place where I bought the shit I bought? Home furnishing place?
Chip and Joanna store.
Yeah. And I said, this is what I want my house to look
And
like.
she's like full of stuff.
And I said, absolutely.
Oh, real quick, show the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
They also have a thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's called. So they do their bourbon is called the Bigfoot bourbon, right? And it's because they have what's called the Sykesville Monster.
In the
Would you say
70s. It was
80s.
There was a huge sighting of Sykesville monsters in the
Uptick
70s.
of like the Sykesville Monster, and it's Bigfoot.
AKA Bigfoot.
Fucking kind of an interesting.
I
thing.
mean,
It's a cool little town.
it is a cool town.
And the gin. Dude,
Oh, my God.
so we had a few drinks. Their gin is super, and the only thing that sucks is,
good.
so we're bringing it back home, but they can't ship yet.
No, but I will tell you, this is as good, if not better,
It's better in Bombay.
than my Bombay Sapphire.
and it's made
and I
the
took a
distillery.
taste. Did you do the taste of the gin? No,
Yeah, I
you didn't,
did.
right? Did you?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. And normally when you take gin by itself, I mean, it's very abrasive. It's just
Well, it
basically
depends on
pure
what it's made
alcohol.
with,
I
yeah.
mean, I've had straight gin shots of
Right.
Bombay Sapphire with
That's
Steph.
terrible.
With Steph.
That's a bad idea.
That's a Steph move.
Yeah.
She gave me a baby taste of this, and it was smooth.
Smooth. Yeah. Bill said support local distillers. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It was cool as shit. Like, it was all about the ambient. She
Support
walked
local
us around
business.
us.
Oh, she
around
showed
the
us how
they
the-
distill it and do all the stuff.
She
It was
like
fucking rad.
ran us through it.
It was
and
cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And we went at the right time when they weren't busy.
There was nobody there.
When
There was
we
two of
first
us.
came in.
Yeah.
then that dude came in and those ladies came in, but those ladies left. And that's when she gave us the tour.
What was that? Orange Crush?
Orange Crush. Have you guys ever heard of an Orange Crush?
What the fuck was in
So
it?
it's orange juice, vodka, and Sprite.
Yeah. And it was fucking delicious. And I had one of the, I'd never heard of that. They said it's a big thing here in Maryland.
Yeah, it's a Maryland drink.
Orange juice.
Or grape juice. They say, or grapefruit
Fresh
juice.
squeezed orange juice.
Fresh. French fries.
Vodka.
Vodka and Sprite.
And Sprite. It was good. Mix that shit together. Change your life. Bunch of ice. Super
No, she didn't. She only did they were big cubes, but she did
She
4
had
or 5 big
fancy
cubes.
ass
She
ones.
did have those.
Y'all are
fancy ass ones.
gangster. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, man? It was good. It was super fucking refreshing.
It was.
I was like, holy shit.
He got one.
It was dangerous.
It was.
And then so you got a gin and tonic.
I get into
The first gin and tonic
They had a tonic syrup.
It was weird. It was
I didn't
different.
Like it. It is, and the guy hit it on the head. Once he goes, it's very clovey. I was like, and that's why I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I'm a
I didn't
gin
even
and
know there
tonic
was, like,
with a couple
tonic
lives.
syrup.
But she,
And it literally says,
their drink is she does a capful, which is probably a teaspoonful
maybe, yeah,
of
that tonic.
syrup.
And then she adds sparkling water. Or whatever.
No, or soda water.
Soda water, yeah.
But that tonic syrup gives it almost like she said fall.
It was it tastes like fucking trees.
It tasted like ass.
Like leaves.
I've never tasted ass, but that's what I imagine ass would taste
We can
like.
fix that. No, wait a minute.
No, Ghost Rider.
But no, it was good. It was really good. We probably
And then
she's gonna
she
have to
gave
edit
me-
that if she wants to use this clip.
She gave us, and I said, just give me a gin and
Tonic,
soda
straight
water with a
gin
couple
water with a couple limes, or gin and soda.
sold.
Fucking-
I was like, we're taking a bottle.
Yep. It was the lightest fucking
Better than
thing.
Bombay Sapphire.
100%.
Better. Problem is, I'm gonna fall in love with it, and they can't ship out of state.
We're gonna have Craig and fucking Amy,
Buy it and send it to us,
or just come out on vacation,
or just send it to us if they can't come out to vacay.
or just send it. P.O. Box,
P.O.
which
box.
we're gonna set up eventually.
And here's the sad thing about that: the post office is around the corner from our house.
Yeah, we can do that.
We never go to the post office.
You never go to the fucking mailbox.
I go to the. Who checks the mail?
You.
Yeah.
From time to
I got
time.
mail.
What do we
twice
got
a
on this agenda?
week. On this agenda?
What are we talking about today?
So,
Big wedding tomorrow. Obviously, everybody knows that.
the wedding of the century,
century.
and we're super excited. People are getting here today.
Mhm.
Yes.
A lot of people read. Who else? I mean, I know.
I can't. There was another post that said they were on their way here, and I love just how we're
Richard's
all calling
coming
it
in.
on the wedding of the century.
Yeah, Big
Here's-
Dick Knots.
Here's how you're
gonna be in.
better. You get to face the camera.
There you go.
Nope,
Yeah, you're
not
gonna
the
break
butch.
everything,
I'm not gonna touch
including
that
your
toe.
next toe. You all right over there? You jealous?
Yeah.
Jelly?
I'm jelly.
That's hammered, by the way.
I am.
So there was this big cock. There was this big cock. Okay, so at my house, we have a pretty, not my house,
Next
my
door
neighbor's house has a pretty big
You're
cock.
gonna be like, at our house, we got a big.
She's
cock,
got a
and
pretty
it's
big
covered by
cock.
pants. You were gonna
She's got a
say.
pretty big cock in her front yard. This fucking place has a big cock.
Her cock only comes to the orange. Their cock
Maybe.
is
The funny part was we were driving home.
no.
We
We
were driving to here.
by.
That we were driving to here, and we were driving by from that bar to
No.
here.
We were driving
We
to
saw
park.
another one.
Oh yes.
We saw another
on the way
giant
home.
cock.
Apparently, they like cocks
Yeah.
in Maryland.
So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you're listening to this, go out to the Bars Open Facebook and Instagram. You'll see the pictures. It's just
or
fucking
my
hilarious.
page. I made it my story because I said it's all about the big
So
cock.
what that goes to is
The
the
music?
Instagram music.
So I just want to say that I was like, I want to find something.
You know how you can go in and
mentions,
go to
like,
music and you can type in whatever.
cock. So I put cock in first, and then we put in big cock, and literally one of the songs was like
Big black cock.
big black cock in your mouth on your chin, big black cock on your mouth on your chin, and I was like, we're not using that
We were
one.
at a restaurant for lunch,
Thank goodness we were outside.
and this is playing out loud,
Big black cock on your chin.
and Beth's singing.
Big
this.
cock. I wasn't singing.
She was
it.
singing
I
it.
might have shouted it, but I wasn't singing.
You
it.
might have shouted it. Is that what you said?
Shouted it. The song.
You think that's better than fucking just singing along like big black cock, like under your breath? Just yelling, big black cock on your mouth and your chin.
Most of the time I have the filter.
So
Vacation,
like go out
no
and like
filter.
do a story and see what comes
You'll
up.
see my story. But
She put a much
it
more-
is then we put Big Cock in there. And
it
the
was
song I put was fucking hilarious as well, because it was like, what to say? Something about when you have a big cock, everybody's around you, blah, 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 blah. But it was funny.
So the funny part, another fucking like you can literally upload there. I don't know how Instagram music works, like what it's connected to, like, but there was literally like a fuzzed out picture of a dick, right?
Doug said it's like yelling fire in a theater.
Fucking right, dude. I don't know. It was hilarious. So it's cocks everywhere.
I put balls in earlier today to find a song for my IG story. I mean,
See, yeah, you can put anything, and you will
in
find
there,
something.
and
I promise you.
So, babe, why do we see orange? Did they see orange? It's annoying.
It's not like
Thank you.
She's never had to look at the
Ever.
computer.
And I'm okay with that because this is.
She just gets to look at her pretty self on a big ass
I don't like looking
screen,
at myself, and I don't like hearing myself.
like on a
so
big TV that's on a wall
I don't look
behind
at the
camera.
TV, and I don't listen to these afterwards.
Yep.
So,
Hey, you know what? Fuck this. Let's do a cheers for Craig.
yeah.
Craig and Amy. Cheers to you guys. We're here for you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, man. It's going to be an amazing time. It's literally the wedding of the century. So
I love
cheers.
that we are referring to it as the wedding
of the fucking century. So cheers, man. I know he's busy. They're setting up. If you've been married, if you haven't been married, whatever.
If you've been in a wedding, you know how busy you
I'm
are.
saying, you know,
Whether you were the groom, the bride, or bridesmaid,
or friends or whatever. Like we've offered. I'm like, Craig, if you need
you're
help,
very busy.
like, just we're here. We'll now have to Uber to him, but
so we're gonna start talking about stories, like I mentioned.
Okay.
God, we had these fucking stories before everybody else. It's
we
so
had
funny.
some good. We had the Robin Williams story.
So if
We
you
had
guys
the.
don't know, I graduated from Texas A&M with a journalism major that I've never used until we started doing this podcast. And now I'm kind of a journalist, but not really. I like in my
You think
mind.
is this journalism to you?
In my mind, I am a
You're
journalist.
reporting the fucking news.
I'm telling the stories, bitches.
As long as you're honest about them, that's all that matters. I mean, like, legitimately, just
I
fucking
mean,
tell
if
the
I
truth.
want to get on the bigwig, I can't be honest about shit. As we were learning from everything that's going
What
on.
big wig? Are you going to go CNN, MSNBC?
NBC, CBS, ABC.
Trust me, they're not coming after us for
No.
our
I'm
fucking
talking about
take.
if I wanted to be a journalist for
Oh, back
them,
in the day?
I'd have to be. Well,
No,
even
back
today.
in the day, you probably would have been fine.
No, you act like the
No.
blockage of news is you, but it's just everybody knows it's happening now. But
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about the Katie Kirk thing. Like, it came out that she kept stuff out. Like, I don't want to be a journalist for
Tell
that.
the whole story.
I want to
Tell the truth and nothing but the
I
truth.
want to be a power journalist telling the people.
That's social media. That's where you can do that. Fucking-
Or this.
Just as long as you actually tell the whole story, not one side
Amen,
of it.
brother.
right?
Trying to read my writing. So yeah.
So like I
As a
said,
journalist, I'm
Beth
super
has
excited.
had a couple drinks
I mean,
and
we
she
had
wrote
3
notes.
drinks before we left that fucking bar. We got there at 12:30.
I don't know what your
I
problem
almost
is.
died coming out of the restaurant, by the way.
It was funny. So she's walking out of this door.
A broken toe in the ugly shoe. I'm wearing the ugly shoe.
She walks out onto the main street.
There's a
She
huge-
goes,
Stop.
"Oh shit!" And I'm like half a block down, just like hanging out, waiting for her, right? And all I turn and look, she's like, I almost fell
died.
off that, right?
No, I said I almost died. I
Then
almost
she's walking
died.
down. She's walking down, and there's this lady like getting ready to start painting
Stupid
some shit
woman.
on the window, and she goes, "So what you painting?" I'm like, "Oh shit!"
She
"What
goes,
you painting?" I'm like,
It's pink. She goes, breast cancer awareness stuff. No fucking shit, bitch. What are you saying on this window is what I want you to tell me. But I was like, okay. And walked off.
That's exactly how it fucking happened. She fell off the curb, walking out of a goddamn restaurant at 2:00 in the afternoon, yells, "Oh shit." Immediately walks by this lady and goes, "What you painting?"
As she paints an E. And I'm like, give me the message.
In a little tiny town,
Bitch knew she should have been said.
You brought the energy level up. What is Tiffany and fucking
Big tit energy
and Jesse's
big tit
energy, man.
I brought it to 100%.
Oops, you brought it. You brought the whole goddamn thing. It was awesome. I didn't even fucking say that. I was on the corner just waiting for it. And I just fucking cracking up, dude.
Like losing it, and you're like,
Jesus Christ,
only my wife. And I'm like, hey man,
what you
painting?
Broken foot, fucking casting on. I'm like, what you painting?
As I almost died, she she literally was like, what? And I was like, I almost died. And then what you painting? Literally like 3 seconds later. And I wanted to know what her message was, not that she was painting for breast cancer awareness. I mean, every store had,
bad, of course.
I know, but every store had a pink message on it.
What month is breast cancer awareness?
This month.
Is it? I don't know.
October.
Sorry. I don't know.
Come on. Well, you don't have breasts, so you don't understand.
I have a wife with them.
I'm kidding. But it's breast every October. That's why the football players wear pink shoes.
Okay. I believe
pink
you.
jerseys.
It's all good.
And she still didn't tell me what it was. But at that restaurant, we had
that's all burping into the fucking I'm like, Jesus.
Nobody heard
Christ.
it. We had cream of crab. You even know which one you're hitting.
Applause.
We had cream of crab, and I was like,
cream of crabs.
As
cream
dirty as that sounds, I want it.
It was good.
It was so fucking good.
Yeah. Maryland's pretty dope with their seafood.
Well, not the first place we went to.
No, that is out of desperation.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got fed. I'm gonna have cream of crab every day that we're here. Maybe every meal that we're here, I'm gonna have cream of crab.
I'm just gonna take over the notes.
No, you're not. These are my notes.
You suck.
I wrote them.
What else we got to talk about?
Recap on what William Shatner.
Okay, what happened?
He was on Dr. Oz today.
Yeah, we found a good bagel shop.
You.
I found a good
Props to
at
Greg.
3 o'clock in the morning. I woke up. So I fell asleep at like 12:30. Wake up and I'm fucking starving.
I tried to avoid this
death.
whole incident.
I went out there and I was like, our lobbies.
I tried to avoid this whole incident, though, didn't I? I was like, we should get food.
We got food and we brought it back.
We got little baby appetizers. I should have gotten you if I know to sell.
Wake up at 3, starving to death. So what do?
Bring Greg a real meal.
I start yelping fucking breakfast at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Who's burping now?
I did it off Mike.
Mine's
anyway. So I'm looking bagel shops, fucking breakfast shops. I'm sending them to Beth at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I think I fucking messaged. I didn't message it, but I responded to Joe Wood.
Okay.
He had posted a video of like making soup and I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking starving. And I was like, that looks delicious.
So
I'm starving.
At 9:30, when I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, we're doing one today. Cause he sent me 2. We're doing one today and one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Today was the
bagel joint,
deli.
Sam's Bagels or something like that. That's fucking dope, dude.
It was good.
San Antonio, it's a weird thing. All they do is fucking breakfast tacos.
I mean, it's not bad, but,
no, but that's
every once in a while, you just want a bagel sandwich.
Yeah.
If you've had a bagel sandwich, you want a bagel sandwich eventually again.
It was good.
So while we were there, the TV was on, and
Chuck said he took a series of antibiotics after cream of crab. Makes sense, bro.
Very Chuck.
Tell your new friend. Be careful.
So while we're there at the bagel
Cream
shop,
of the crabs.
no, not Cream of the Crabs.
Oh.
Dr. Oz was on, and William Shatner was one of his guests.
And he's 90, and he doesn't look.
He doesn't.
I mean,
act,
he's old, but
look or sound 90. Because I'm used to
he
my
looks
dad.
like a chubby fucking.
The only thing that looks
Captain
90
Kirk.
is his teeth and his belly.
Well, he's got a belly.
I mean, he's like 9 months pregnant.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing
He's
at 90.
What are you gonna start fucking running?
At 90, you deserve that belly.
Goddamn right.
I mean,
All the way through,
especially
like,
if you're wealthy. Can you imagine
And
like
he's-
the joy that goes in that belly?
Yeah. Just all.
But it was really funny because he was complaining about how much physical activities he had
Well,
to
he
go
was saying
through.
like how tight the shoes were.
Well,
how
tight shoes are, how
the
tight
suit-
the
He's
suits
like, I just
were,
wanted to go up
how
and
many
back.
times they had to go in and out of the vessel. But he was funny. He's like, I just want to go. Give me my 15 minutes, put me back on Earth, and let's get this done. And they were like, but sir, we need you to put these shoes on and we need you to make this run.
I think it's for pressure and stuff like that, so you don't fucking pass out.
Right. And they probably had to let his out a little because everybody else was really fit that went on the trip. But if I look like that at 90 and I'm that
90.
cognitive at 90, I'm
Fine.
winning.
I'm good. Fuck yeah.
So I just want to touch base on that because we know he did that on Wednesday, right? Didn't he go on Wednesday? Wasn't it Wednesday?
It was Wednesday. Yep.
So 2 days later, because I forget what day it is because I'm on PTO. He was loving it, had a blast, said it was the coolest thing that he's ever done.
Cool.
And
he got all emotional and shit like that.
He did. It was really cool.
It was fun.
You told this story on and recorded, but
the Demi Lovato
was hilarious enough to tell again.
So the Demi Lovato story, I think a lot of people have heard it, but it is funny as shit. So Demi Lovato.
So I haven't heard it outside of you. So tell me.
All right. So really, the follow up to the Demi Lovato story, and we did tell a little bit about
chit-chatted about
where
it.
she's got a show going on,
about
extraterrestrials, and how she doesn't want to use the word alien because it's like bad and stuff. And, it's been equated to like illegal aliens and stuff. So she calls everybody ETs.
I think the drugs went to her head.
You mean the fucking overdoses? Probably had
she's
something
got brain damage. She's even said it.
So Neil, the add-on
and I'm not being mean. She has said she has issues from her OD.
Yes, but the add-on to it is this. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Earth to Demi Lovato. Don't worry about offending aliens because we really don't know if they may just come up and want to fuck us up and steal all our shit.
All the shit we watch about paranormal and alien shit, they just come and take your babies and have sex with you.
Really?
You don't remember that one where the guy was like, I woke up and
my baby was gone? I'm like, wait a minute.
That one woman says she's lost 3 babies due to aliens. I'm with
Come
you.
on.
And that's what I said. I go, do you think guys date her? And she's like, I lost 3 babies due to aliens. They're
Weirdest
like,
part, she's from Owings Mills, fucking Maryland.
She was actually from Arizona somewhere.
Right.
Sorry.
So Neil deGrasse Tyson thinks Demi Lovato needs a reality check because of course, this is on TMZ. So of course it's real.
Is it real?
Yeah. Because their belief that using the term aliens is derogatory doesn't make any sense.
I mean, do you think aliens find it
all I think is fucking
insensitive? Like if I went, yo, you're an alien, and the green dude went, I find that insensitive. I would like to be called an extraterrestrial.
No, I don't think they give a shit
for you. And I'm like, alien.
All the point is it's fucking redonkulous. So we're just gonna move on for that one.
Here's the thing though. When you have a lot of money, no matter how
and too much fucking time, and they're paying her more money
to do this, but no matter how ridiculous your thought is, you get a platform.
Yep.
Because you have so much money.
Yep.
You got fuck you money.
Fuck you money.
For Ross.
Oh, let's have our fuck you money conversation real quick.
Wait, I don't
Let's reenact it.
I don't remember. No, help me.
Okay, what happens if I win $50 million?
Oh.
We were driving today.
No, we were talking.
We were listening to the Dragon Rose podcast.
And I have this conversation with you every time we talk about how much money people in Hollywood, actors, entertainers, sports people, like, okay, so here's a perfect example. Black Widow.
Yep.
What's her name? Was pissed because Disney.
Well, she was supposed to get back in money.
Can I tell my story?
Tell your fucking story.
So she was pissed because it was supposed to be released only in theaters, and Disney said, we're going to release it in theaters and Disney Plus. Okay. And because it was shown on Disney Plus, she was not part of that bargain, so she lost money. Right. Fine, whatever.
But she was supposed to get back in money off.
Already made
$20 million.
$80 million.
Yeah.
When she won her lawsuit,
they gave her another $100 million.
Another $20 million.
Okay,
so she made $100 million to give up 4 to 6 months of her life.
Okay, so your argument is what?
No, I complain from the man on
your argument.
My argument is we as the normal people have to pay.
Okay.
That shit, and that's why everything's so expensive. That's why to go on matinee now it's $20.
What you're saying is this. Your argument is she's not worth that amount of money.
My argument is she is a great actress. Does she need to make $100 million every movie? And I said $50 million. People can't spend that in a lifetime.
Okay, so we're going to unpack
Greg LaMontagne is apparently the exception.
All right, so $50 million is easy to spend. It's fucking easy.
If you're fucking retarded and don't have, if you don't have Gigi in your life, you could
spend $50 million.
You could spend $50 million, but Gigi's going to slap you and say, you're not buying that plane for $30 million, bitch.
So what I'm getting at is, the initial argument is she makes too much money. She gets paid too much. Okay.
I'm saying the same thing about athletes and the NFL.
It's what you're
NBA.
Let me cover. I agree. It's anybody that makes exorbitant amounts of money.
Exorbitant.
All right. So what about if you're just an investor and you just make $100 million investing your money, your time,
But
your effort?
You put your money in that.
Who's to say she didn't put something into it? Her face,
she put
and her money and her time.
That's the
that's
Not
value.
monetary.
Bullshit. It's not. It's worth
Well, then I
$100
should
million.
be paid $100 million every day because I'm pretty.
And those
Not.
people signed the contract.
I still don't think
Those people signed the fucking
Here's
contract.
the difference is that I'm not making up for the investor and the money he makes
Doesn't
or
matter.
loses.
You as a company signed the fucking contract.
No. I'm not talking about as a company. I'm talking about as a customer, as a consumer.
Don't go watch the movie.
Well, shut up.
Don't
I'm going to go watch the movie because
Why?
I'm a human.
You don't want to participate in that
You want me to never,
capitalist
ever go.
society?
She still got paid $100 million whether I go to the movie or not. I have to decide. And a lot of people won't do it anymore. If they're going to go to a matinee and pay $20 for two tickets.
So your point is that she's not worth $100 million.
No, my point is that she doesn't need $100 million to do her job.
That's where you're getting all fucked up.
No.
I don't need $100 million.
Here's where it got ridiculous.
I would fucking take $100 million. I would take fucking $1 million. I'd take fucking
Here's what
$10.
Do you remember when $3 million was a huge contract?
No.
And tickets were still only $15 to go to a 9 p.m. movie?
Your argument is moot. It doesn't matter. You're worth what somebody's willing to pay you.
And I think
somebody's willing to pay me $100 million, do you think I'm going to say fucking no? Goddamn right. I'm going to be like, yep.
I just spit all over this, by the way. I hope it goes in your mouth.
Fucking COVID mic over there. I'm going to have to wrap it with a fucking face mask now.
Stupid.
Greta Thunberg.
Don't be a wussy.
But no,
I feel like everything is so exorbitantly expensive because we allow people to get paid $100 million for 4 months to 6 months.
So Gigi said she did have a good comment. I like the idea. She said, I like the idea that removing some movie from Disney. That was the thing. So I pointed out to Beth, I was like,
and he
would you rather it go to the production companies or to an individual?
No, I'd rather go to the production people who actually do the fucking hard work.
They're only going to pay
the mic guys, the camera
That's not the production. That's not Disney.
Whatever. I want the people who are actually working physically hard to make that money.
On that.
And I also did say it would be great if
those are union jobs.
$100 million, you could always run a small country off that and feed the needy. And you said she probably is. I said, yeah. And I could be totally wrong and just be being a bitch. I said for a tax write-off, fuck yeah, but she's not doing it because
you don't know if she's doing it out of goodness of her heart.
Ryan Reynolds was married to her and he divorced her, so she has to be that because he is perfect.
Get fucked. Cheers.
In my
wife's
mind.
crazy. So the second half of that story.
This is the good part.
Could I spend $50 million in a lifetime? Oh, fuck yes. That fast. I said I'd go buy a fucking private jet.
$30 million jet plane.
Yep. And buy a castle. And that's it.
And what I say to you,
million.
and I said, and you're stupid.
And she said, I'm stupid, but that wasn't the goal. You said, could you? And I said,
no, you're absolutely
right. Fucking course I can.
If you have a brain, you're not going to spend $50 million in a lifetime.
The argument was,
could you?
Could I?
No, you're right.
Goddamn right I could. Right?
There said she accepts the challenge.
Right. Absolutely. 100%. Fucking.
But I think I could live just as good of a life.
And she said, $2 million.
$2 million.
And I'm good. And I said, but 50 million is way better.
But I'm going to be happier.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Here's the sad thing.
Money does
We're
make happy
never going
people.
to be able to prove it, unfortunately. Baby, if you make $50 million and you give me $2 million, peace out, bro.
That goddamn OnlyFans for your feet better pick up some.
I did make an OnlyFans account.
She did. She doesn't know how to use it, though.
I'm learning.
It's just for her broken ass toe. It's just going to be pictures of her broken ass foot.
I'm waiting for the toe to get better, and then they will be
start
photos.
out with it. It's like that. Do you remember the movie Crash?
Ever know who I am?
Remember the movie Crash?
Where he
with what was his name? David. Oh, Jesus Christ, the guy that was in Blacklist.
I've never seen Blacklist.
What's his name? Throw it out there.
IMDb
it was a movie named Crash where they like they would crash into shit, like
Oh,
they
no, I've
get in
never
car
seen it.
accidents and they like
On
amputate
purpose?
shit, and they got off on that stuff.
Wait,
right?
they got off on losing their legs and arms?
Limbs and like
were
accidents.
they then in midget porn? I mean, nugget porn?
Yes, I guess.
Fucked
But
up, bro.
James, thank you, James Spader.
Oh my
DJ.
God, that's an
Thank you.
old movie.
Crash. Yeah. So, that's that foot. There's people that'll buy that money. They'll buy that.
Well, and I was at the gym when I was telling her, my toe was sideways. My beautiful feet are gone. She goes, I said, I can't have an only account. She's like, bitch, you can have an only account because people want to see that weird sideways toe. What you doing there, bro? But I did look. I'm never going to tell you guys my name of my account ever, but it's pretty cute.
DM her if you want it.
Well, let me start it first.
It's goddamn feet. Whatever. I told you. That's what I was saying. It's
and
like
then what did Dina tell me? So
feet
my
only.
girlfriend-
Only feet.
My girlfriend and I were talking about this, and she came back and she
I think it's
said,
hilarious. I'm like,
did you know I came across the
she's got pretty
site
feet. So
Sniffer to buy and sell panties? Excuse me, there's a whole site for that?
dude, people.
I know we've talked about the whole panty thing, and the ladies on the
People
board
will
were
do
like,
crazy shit,
the
man.
ladies on the board were like, I would totally wear a pair of panties for a day and ship them to somebody. And I'm like,
Why not? You don't care, dude.
if my mom was alive and I did that, she'd slap me.
It's called capitalism. All right,
I mean,
folks.
I just need to learn to accept that this is the world we live in and embrace it and be like,
Right,
you want to smell my vajayjay? Here you go.
dude.
Ew.
And people will just
And then you said there's a sock that people will do that for socks.
socks, anything. People
I'm gonna just like wear my socks and walk around the house.
like go
all
to
day
the
and be
gym.
like,
Just go to the gym. Wear your shit. Go to the gym. Throw it in a fucking envelope. $20,
do
$50,
they need to be
$100.
pretty socks? Can they be like footsies? Do they have
I
to
think
be like
you take a picture of it.
on my foot?
I'm saying.
Would you
can
guys
make-
buy socks? Would you guys buy stinky socks?
Not these guys, because these guys are hopefully
Normal.
But maybe I'm not going to judge you. We don't kink shame, just like any of the fucking
Chuck said he could
shows.
show. I could show you. Oh,
What,
Chuck said it'd be so easy to spend money. He could show me.
dude? Yeah, it'd be easy. Like, right, 50 million. Then you gotta like go totally like underground. You know, I don't even want my family knowing where the fuck I'm at. I'm not paying their houses off.
Well, this is the thing that you do. If you win that money, you have a lawyer collect it for you or a financial advisor. In
Depends
our
on the
case,
state.
it would be Gigi, and we could hope she could do a Texas to California thing.
Hey, Gigi. No, I'm just kidding.
Gigi, when we do
We
that,
love you. What else we got to talk about, honey?
All right,
We're gonna skip over the ratings one.
no, I think that's.
I want to skip
funny.
over it right
I
now.
think
We'll
it's
do that on
funny.
Wednesday.
Oh,
We'll do
you're
that on
no
Wednesday.
fun.
It doesn't matter. That's a green story.
Robin Williams is the next one.
Yeah, the Robin.
So this is all over the place right now. So I have to move my pillows because every time I
So
wiggle,
the
they
Robin
move
Williams
back.
one. Well, I posted the link out.
Oh, he does look like him.
Dude, yeah, you hadn't seen him.
No,
And I sent you the video. I
I
posted
know.
this on so
I mean,
it
he
was
kind of does.
Wednesday.
And he sounds.
It was
You feel like he sounds exactly like him.
fucking-
I feel like he's a little bit higher octave than Robin Williams, but he's got.
But
the
it's early.
accent.
Do you remember
Mork and Mindy?
Mork and Mindy? He
I
was
feel like he
younger.
still sounded the same.
As you
though.
get older, your voice matures and it deepens and stuff like that, right?
It stops at a certain age, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, like when he was younger, it was higher. And I remember Mork and Mindy very specifically. The guy even kind of fucking looks like him.
Does he have a mustache though?
No, that's just his
Shadow.
shadow or
Okay.
whatever. So anyway, it was like I posted that video out and they talked about it on Drinking Bros.
Oh,
no, Ross
Nooner.
Patterson.
Yeah.
Revolution. They talked about it, but yeah, we had posted it out on Wednesday. It was just it's a uncanny kind of thing, right? Where it really was that fucking good. And it's only like a 5-minute clip
I need
that
to
he
watch
did on
it,
his
but
own.
it seems like it's so creepy serious because they're talking about when
The very beginning of
John
the very
Belushi
beginning
died.
of it, and he's like sitting in front
and
of a
Pam,
mirror.
whatever her name is, she's like, I can't lose you because that's when he was huge into
But at
coke
the very
as well.
beginning, he's going through like, and he's kind of in his manic, like talking. Like, you know how he was?
Well, because he was high as fuck.
Well, he might have been on cocaine.
Not might have been. He was.
And
He had
then
been set.
she goes, "Stop!" Right, and that's where we saw it from, like on the show. So it was good, man. It was crazy. So anyway, go check it out. It was fun. Scream trailer
All
dropped.
right, so
I posted that out also.
I need to
Scream
check it out.
5.
I was pretty impressed that you said it brought back the big wigs from 1, 2,
What were their
3, and
names? So Nev Campbell,
Bev Campbell, Monica, Courtney
Cox, and then David Arquette.
Cox.
Not David Cox.
Yeah, David Arquette.
David Arquette.
It's funny that they're working
It
together.
looks pretty fucking
Think they'll get
good.
back together because that's where they
Nah.
met and married, and
Nah.
they might. But she's super plasticky now.
She looked okay.
I think saw her on Bear Grylls, and both of us were like, "Holy wow!"
I think her face looked okay. Whatever, but it actually looked like a good one.
Like somebody did decent.
Yeah, the
So,
script sounded
I
pretty
remember
good.
3 of them. So I remember
That's the thing,
first
because
one.
they kind of sucked.
So I remember the first one because who's gonna forget the first one? Like that was we watched it the other night because on TV you're like
Right.
the best twist ever in a movie. And then the second one was when the guy that they put in jail got out of jail and she's in college, and it turns out to be somebody and their mom. It was the sister for Roseanne Barr.
Yep.
What was the third and fourth one?
So I don't remember. We've watched them all. It's been like 10 years or something like that.
Probably
Like,
a decade since we watched.
Let me pull up IMDb real quick.
I want to say that I looked at it. It was like 1996 when the first one came out.
Yeah, they were a little while back. But this one, go check it out, man. This one's coming out next year. So it was 2. So 1 was in 96, 2, 97, Scream 3 in 2000, Scream 4 was in 2011. So they went 11 years. And then 2000.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. I was reading.
So 1 was in 96.
Okay, this is pretty close. 96. Okay.
2, 97.
Okay.
3, 2000. Then 4 was in 2011.
Can you tell me the preface of 4, please?
I don't. Yeah.
Click on it. And then scroll down a
Okay,
little.
10 years have passed, and Sydney Prescott, who is putting herself back together thanks in part to her writing, is visited by the Ghostface Killer.
I don't think we saw that one.
Maybe we didn't. I think we did. It was
No.
fucking 10 years ago.
I remember the one where
Yeah,
it was the third one, and it
definitely
was different kids, and they were in a
I don't know.
farm, and people started getting killed, and the
Is that a different show?
Ghostface came out. I don't know. Who knows?
Anyway,
Every scary movie has a farm scene in it.
right? It's all good.
So
Anyway.
you saw the Scream trailer, and it looks
good.
decent.
Go check it out.
All right.
Yeah, go check it out. It's worth it. It's
More
worth a watch.
snakes.
Oh fuck. All right.
What's with this shit? I hate snakes, and this is why it's so great because Greg knows how much I hate snakes. How do you know what you're looking at? I'm pretty impressed with you right now. Seeing
So
this.
those are
Oh,
snakes.
My lord!
There was a house where nearly 90 again, they were going to be the internet. Nearly 90 tangled rattlesnakes removed from beneath a woman's house. What'd you do if you had fucking 90 rattlesnakes?
Move.
So a California
You
woman.
know those bitches laid eggs, and there's going to be another
I did get to that.
90.
A California woman who recently called a reptile rescue team about snakes under her house or under her home learned that a den of more than 90 rattlesnakes had set up camp there. Sonoma County.
So hold on.
Yep.
Can I look at this picture?
Mhm.
Can
They're
you
all
hold
in the
up, like,
bucket.
oh no, that's the bucket's in the middle of them,
No, that's a bucket. They're in a bucket. It's a picture looking down into a bucket.
and they gave him water.
Yeah. Evidently, snakes need water. So this last week, I got a call from a lady that had said she had snakes under her house. Alan Wolf, director of the rescue, took him 3 hours and 45 minutes later. This is what I came out with: 59 babies and 22 adults.
Well, no, it was hundreds. I thought.
And then they had to go back in again.
Because he thought, so normally he goes, and when people say they have a ton of snakes, he said he pulls out.
That's
5
all he
to
got
10.
out in like the 4 hours,
Oh,
basically.
jeez, I have a hair somewhere.
And then he went back in and got another 50 or whatever.
Do you think these are the ones that like he immediately noticed and was like, well, I'm going to have to
How
come
dangerous is that fucking job?
back? I mean, how dangerous is that fucking house? How did nobody die?
Nope. Yep.
Nope. Logan,
Exactly, dude.
100% with you, dude.
Right.
No
Yeah.
fucking way. I don't
Oh.
even like grass snakes. And Greg said the other day, it's been a few months, but you're like, oh no, the dogs are barking grass snake. It was in the grass. And I was like, did you kill it? And he's like, no. I'm like,
It was a
why
little
the
garter snake. Garter snake, yeah.
kill?
No, it's a little
A
garter.
snake.
They take care of bugs and stuff.
No,
like that.
kill snakes.
All right. So did we talk about the Chappelle show real quick?
Bye.
Bye, Ollie.
I don't know that you did. You didn't.
It's more along the line of like the Chappelle show. Everybody's heard about that thing happening and all that.
Apparently, I have to watch it. I haven't watched it.
So, well, you kind of. Oops, sorry, guys. You kind of want to go out and like watch the other ones because they lead up. One's funny, one's more serious. One's funny, and then this one's kind of funny and serious, right? So
Or
it's
he
really good.
offended people in this
Well,
one, though, right?
he didn't.
Like,
No, I don't think it was an intentional.
No, but
he
people
was
are-
just kind of like setting the
people
record.
are
Like,
kid gloves nowadays.
yeah, everybody's a bitch. So what I mean by bitch, I mean like just pussified. Like you're it's just like quit.
Everybody's
Don't be offended by everything. Like comedy can be comedy for comedy's sake, right?
I mean,
So that made me think of this,
we gotta toughen up a little bit.
like the fuck you money
Okay.
that we talked about with Ross, right?
Right.
Like what's his fuck you money level? It's like 30 million, something like that. Like where you really just don't give a fuck and
What's
you
your
don't
fuck
even.
you money.
My fuck you money could be like fucking maybe like 5-10 million.
I would say 5 million.
5-10 million.
5 million.
We're
I'd be
busting
like,
our asses.
5 million.
5 million, something like that. Like, fuck you. I don't need to do shit for anybody.
I could
Right.
say whatever I want.
But that made me think of like, okay, you could still be canceled. I don't give a fuck.
How
What are you
could
going to do? Shut this? It's
like,
like canceled. Social
okay.
media. It's like fucking shut everything up. I
You
don't
just
give a
change
fuck.
the name and come back on.
Well, you just cancel everything, right? But I was thinking uncancelable people,
Okay.
right? Who do you think are like absolutely uncancelable? Like Oprah
Rogan?
Winfrey. Well, I would say it's like Oprah Winfrey cancelable.
Well, does she have shows anymore?
I don't know, but she's got billions of dollars. So she's
I mean, but there wasn't when she was famous.
We didn't
There
have this-
wasn't
she
a
was just before that, right?
critical like sensitivity motion going on.
Right. So yeah, you named Rogan's who I got.
I got
Chappelle.
and he's gone through the ringer and still uncancelable, which
Yeah.
is fucking amazing.
In his stand-up, he goes, I left $50 million on the table and I said, fuck it.
I mean, if you're rich and somebody says do this or lose, all right, I'm losing.
So I also put Beyonce. She's fucking uncancelable.
I'd cancel that bitch.
But well, you would. Social media wouldn't necessarily cancel her, right? She's that big.
No,
She's married
yeah,
to Jay-Z.
you're right.
They
You're
have
right.
billions of dollars. Whatever. Social media. She could say whatever the fuck she wants. She ain't getting canceled.
Sorry if I offended you because I called her a
Nicki
bitch,
fucking
but-
Minaj, who came out and was like, what the fuck is happening?
She's not getting canceled.
She ain't getting canceled.
Because she too
She got
cray.
9 billion fucking
She also
followers.
cray. She's funny to follow. So
Yeah.
like, if you want a boring life, you're gonna cancel.
I don't like her
If
music
you-
or
if
anything
you
like
want-
that.
I like
think she's
her.
batshit crazy.
I like her. I like her.
But I think I like her more now than I did ever before.
I've always liked her.
Really?
But, yeah.
I just never-
I like to shake my butt.
The WAP.
The what?
Wet ass.
Now I don't think that needs to be on TV, but I like her.
I just think it's great. You know, and it's like, those are
else
the
you got?
folks.
Like, do you have anyone
those are the
else?
guys I was just thinking off the top of my head.
Who
I
do you
was
guys
thinking-
think is non-cancelable?
But it's like when they come out and they say the people that. So you have really rich people that are just going to be silent. It's like the people that come out and actually say something, right?
I want to back around real quick because Sarah's
Wrap
like,
around.
wrap around. Sarah said, I'm ready for a silly slasher now and not this highfalutin horror we've been going through for a decade now. So this is,
That's Scream.
well,
Yeah.
no, Scream is
Screams
going to
are
be a great
still- yeah.
slasher. I am tired of repeats.
Yeah. Everything being remade.
And you
Yeah.
said it the other day because they're coming out with, I Know What You Did Last Summer
a fucking
series.
and then Chucky, the series.
And I watched 15 minutes of it
Was
and
that
it
good?
hurt. It hurt. I was like, so I'm with
Keep
her.
talking.
I
I
just
need another-
I want classic scary movie where like I might have to look away because it's too gory. Not talking about Saws. No, I'm good right now. I'm not talking about Saws. I'm talking about where you have to look through your eyes because you're scared.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like this Scream is going to be that way because I feel like the industry is going through such a point where they have
DJ's right.
original thoughts. However, we were talking about that and I'm like, how's Netflix so fucking amazing then? They have new thoughts.
I think they're just
every week.
willing, and that's why. Okay, so DJ said can't cancel Denzel or Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah.
Denzel just got an honorary sergeant major of the
I love him.
Army award, like
Any
yesterday
movie
or
he's
something like
in,
that.
For the
because
most part, I'm
for
going to
his
watch it.
philanthropic
Yeah.
work that he does for veterans and stuff like that.
For the most
military.
part, whatever he's doing, I'm following.
Yep, it's fucking great.
And he's hot for an old man.
Dude, yeah,
That's going to be you, babe.
I need to get a little taller,
That's not going to happen
get
either.
a better
But
tan.
better tan. You tan like an MF in the summertime.
Not in Texas, evidently. There's too many fucking trees.
No, we just didn't go to the
We
pool
don't
in the
get
last
sun
18
that
months.
actually shines
We
below.
didn't go to the pool for 18 months. We're going to get our own pool.
I've been the
and we're gonna
same
be
shade
gone.
of me for the past year. We need to go to Mexico.
You're French. You already have kind of a tan. Like, you keep up with me pretty
You're
well.
Hispanic.
All right, whatever. Keep going. But I feel like I think what we hate is that they keep remaking.
Yeah,
stuff.
fucking. There's no new goddamn thought.
Nobody
But I
needs to
think
remake
that's where.
anything.
That's why, like. So check out like those
Netflix,
four.
like it's crazy. Like I
Check
feel
out the
now,
foreign flicks on Netflix. That's
feel
why
like
I
have
watch
to
that.
go. What's the number one? Squid Games.
Squid Games.
I
Everybody's
haven't
talking
watched
about it.
it.
I watched that a month ago. I told everybody about
Yeah,
that.
I haven't watched it, but I feel
was like, what
I
the
need
fuck
to
is
watch
this?
it because
It's like-
everyone is talking about it. But you've totally told me about it. So do I really need to go watch it?
No, you don't. But they're already working. But that script had been written for 10 years.
Really?
The original writer.
Apparently,
wrote
that's
that
going to be
10
the
years ago.
Halloween costume this year because they do masks. Is what you
Fucking
said?
Stupid.
I mean, if you could be you and just put a mask on, wouldn't you do that? And then you don't have to worry about your makeup.
That's
your
been
hair.
COVID the past fucking year and a half, and I prefer to see people's faces, like all of you folks. Hey, we gotta wrap this shit up, man.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, we got some
Wrap
other
it
stuff.
up.
Um,
I'll take it.
we'll
Oh,
talk
we
about
can
some
go
other
on.
shows that the Midnight Mass show. Real quick, I want to talk about that just for 1 second.
said I'd
Midnight
like it.
Mass. Somebody, I don't know who it was on the boards that
talked about
told
it
me about
2
Midnight
weeks
Mass.
ago.
Yeah, I went and
Or
watched
a
it,
week ago.
and that fucking show, it's different. I think I might have mentioned that. Did I mention this on? I think I might have mentioned it
No,
on
you
Wednesday.
told me.
Okay.
We were talking
Anyway, go check that out on Netflix if you have a few minutes or few hours, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's different. I thought it was gonna be like this Catholic kind
It's
of.
vampires, you said.
But there's some vampires and shit.
And
So
I'm
check
a
that
vampire girl.
out. So feel good of the week or for the night for us, Beth. What is it?
It is being at the wedding of the century.
The wedding of the century. Cheers again.
Well, we got to play tourists. We got to get some great food.
Met some cool people, but really
met
it's
some
all
great
about
people, but it's about celebrating the couple. And we're
yeah,
super
Craig and Amy.
excited,
It's gonna be
and-
fucking rad. I can't wait to see.
I mean, I'm getting dressed up tomorrow.
There's people. I have to wear. I'm wearing literally
You're wearing
dress shoes
a dress shoes, and a
Sport
sports
coat. that I haven't had to wear.
And
I had
I
a shirt
am
the other
wearing
day.
a nice dress with ugly flats because I have a broken toe.
It's all good though. But yeah, that's our feel good. It's like being able to get back together.
New state. I've
some
never
of these
been
folks
here,
that we haven't
and
seen since the DB Cruise, right? And I think it's gonna be awesome. So with that, we're
DB
gonna
Cruise or the November election.
or the election show, right? So with that, go hit the like and subscribe button if you don't mind. Give us a little shout out on iTunes. Do a review. Do the stars.
Do it.
Do those sorts of
Do
things.
it.
Thanks to military, first responders, all of you guys. Without you, we can't do this shit from fucking Maryland or anywhere, really. You know? So, Evan, Haley, we miss you. Cheers. Ian, you can go to my garage, but I'm not there. You know the gate code or the garage code.
But we don't have any beer in our fridge either, though.
Well, he's got some. Your chair's sitting in my garage, by the way, if you need it. So, anyway, guys, we love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Cheers, Beth.
Cheers.
One final cheers to you guys.
Love
and
you
who knows?
guys.
Everybody's coming into town tonight. Maybe we go back live late
Late
night. Cheers, everybody. Yeah.
Bye, guys.